Benvenuti o bentornati ragazzi, siamo di nuovo su Banishers Ghost of New Eden per continuare la nostra avventura. Allora, abbiamo appena sconfitto qua la burattinaia ed ora procediamo per il nostro prossimo obiettivo che abbandona la miniera, le miniere. Saliamo di qua, sperando che ci sia una via. Cos'è quella cosa? Una burattinaia.
Every dead thing we've met was controlled by its anguish. Sebastian
Dalla sua angoscia.
The miners were wronged, but Pennington's dereliction of Deborah is what caused all this. So what now?
Ellen è compromessa, la colpa è di Pennington, diamo la colpa a Pennington.
Pennington had Deborah locked up screaming. When she was dead, he ignored her. He's a disgrace.
Un disgraziato.
But Helen Priest is enthralled to a trickster spirit. She can't be trusted either.
But eventually, we'll get to take sides.
Vabbè, Pennington ha chiuso dentro tutti, perciò abbiamo deciso che era lui che andrà sacrificato, ragazzi, quindi lo raggiungiamo e lo sacrifichiamo. Consueto quarto d'ora di risalita dal centro della terra.
You did well down there, young man.
Young man.
Thank you, Master.
Ok, ce l'abbiamo fatta. Recuperiamo qui il recuperabile. No. Ok, anche qua. Piccolo baulino. Ok, benissimo. Di qua è chiuso. Vediamo se si può uscire da qua. Ok, affronta Pennington, ragazzi, dobbiamo tornare da Pennington. Ma siamo già da Pennington? Questo qua è l'ufficio di Pennington. Aveva proprio l'entrata sopra la miniera. Sto stronzo mi fa fare tutto il... ci ha fatto fare tutto il... Adesso gli sparo direttamente.
It is justice. Justice long denied.
Wait.
Thought you'd been killed in the mines.
Soon blow lie dead in the mines.
Neither one more word nor a move from you.
Ok, Ellen sta cercando di prendere il comando come programmato,
Mines are
signori.
cleansed of their madness, which is more than I can say for this room.
You banished the thing in a pit. Truly, it's gone.
Aye, the puppeteer is no more. The siege is lifted. Get excited. You're still up to your neck in shite. You've still to answer for what you did and what you did not.
I do not answer to civilians.
Non risponde ai civili negli ammutinati, ma io sono un
You
Banisher.
answer to the dead.
Once a woman in chains cried out and you did not listen. This is why you're cursed. Confess. Your future and the future of many depends on it.
I'll confess there is no future. I'll confess I led us here to make our final stand. And we still stand. To that I'll confess, and claim the credit.
We fall one by one.
Then we weep, we rage, but we stay loyal and true. Even the widows must stay true.
Anche le vedove. Esitate per la paura, il senso di colpa vi consuma. Il senso di colpa vi consuma.
Guilt eats you from the inside. You knew you should have braved the mines. You couldn't bring yourself to do it.
I choose to die in the light. There is nothing in the pit but darkness.
There's more to this. An older guilt. A deeper fear.
Deborah, perché mandare Sebastian nella miniera?
Captain, why did you send Sebastian Priest down the mine?
I knew quarantine would be trying. A competent commander was required to keep order, keep them alive long enough to recover. I chose my lieutenant. I erred. He was not competent.
Non era
All
competente.
died. Your husband was no hero, Mrs. Priest.
You murdered him and now you take his honor too. Another nail in your well-earned coffin, Captain.
So Helen, thing is...
Not now. She's not ready.
Non è pronta. Perché ribellarsi proprio ora, Ellen? No, non glielo chiedo. Deborah?
You may be to blame for the tragedy in the mines, Pennington, or you may not. But the puppeteer wanted you dead. Some years back, you accused a local woman of witchcraft. You locked her up. The puppeteer was quite angry about that. Fairfax Haskell too played a part in the killing of Deborah Comenius. He faced up to his wrongs. Now you will face up to yours.
At last the die stopped rolling and my number has come up. I'll tell it now. I'll tell it all.
Ok, ci racconta tutto. Perché l'avete accusata?
When you slandered her, you knew there'd be a witch hunt. Why'd you do it?
There was no slander. It was true. She was corrupt. She was evil. And she was a school teacher. Someone had to think of the children.
It's horse shit, but he seems to believe it. We're getting closer to the
Ci
truth.
stiamo avvicinando alla verità, signori. L'avete privata della sua umanità. Deborah non era una strega.
Deborah was no witch. The good and fearful folk of New Eden turned on her to protect themselves, and so did you. You recognized her in the puppeteer, didn't you?
I'm sorry. Puppeteer? That's what was in the mines, wasn't it? And you knew, didn't you? How long? For how long have you known?
What I know and you do not would fill a library.
Sebastian
Riempirebbe una biblioteca, ragazzi.
Dangerous. If she takes charge, so does he. But Pennington is depraved and merits no saving. What's your thinking?
Il capitano va deposto. Comunque
I
sia...
have faith in Helen Priest. Step down, Captain. Perhaps you may begin to wash your guilt away.
Do what you must and face the consequences. Cast the die.
I will.
Lo farò, sacrifica.
You failed, Captain. As an officer. As a man. You brought a curse.
Ragazzi, alla fine ha rinchiuso centinaia di persone in una miniera a morire.
No. The fort needs a leader without blood on her hands. I'll do it.
Per me se lo
I'll
merita.
place the blame where it belongs.
Siamo lì in pigiama, noi ricordo.
How Marif. How Gunjo.
Life to the living.
Vita ai vivi.
Death to the dead.
Benissimo, signori, anche Pennington è andato. Sacrificato. Antea, penso che ormai ci siamo quasi, no? Quante persone devo sacrificare per questo rituale?
When there's a man seen and done too much, as a soldier, a leader, a father.
Down with tyranny. Justice prevails.
Che la giustizia prevalga. E anche te bisogna un attimo metterti a riga perché...
There is much to do, and survive we shall.
Ah, ci pagano, benissimo.
For the record, beyond that door, Captain Pennington was tried and executed for his crimes.
Molto bene.
We did what was needed. The story you tell is up to you.
La storia spetta a voi. Ok, speriamo che questo non si faccia controllare troppo da Sebastian, ma vabbè, proseguiamo. Deborah. Lei è Deborah.
Looks like the nightmare's curse is lifted here.
Si è stata revocata.
Job done.
Il lavoro è concluso. Benissimo, signori, ottimo. Riposati al rifugio nel forte. Benissimo, signori, andiamo a riposarci nel rifugio. Ok. Ci riposiamo. Riposati.
So, what now?
What did Ceridian say when we first met her?
Cosa ha detto Ceridian, ragazzi? Non mi
The
ricordo.
nightmare's influence, we could use the void to enter its lair.
Ah, ok, sì.
Deborah's grip on the settlers has diminished. We'll return to Ceridian's island. From there, the void breach will take us back to New Eden Town.
Ok.
Just like that, eh?
Well, yes, just like that.
C'è qualcosa che ti turba.
But aren't we rushing things a little?
We've lost too much time already. We have a nightmare to confront, remember? Sometimes I hate the world. Another free woman, bright, sensitive, kind, murdered by a craven rabble too weak to face its own mediocrity. Cowards hiding behind fake virtue. And for what? They won't even say her name. Why? Why her?
La gente odia ciò che non comprende, l'hai detto tu stessa.
You said it yourself. Deborah was a victim of their fear.
That's not enough. Her murder was another throw of a dice. Why is it always us who have to pay with our lives?
Other innocents have paid the same price. I should know.
That's not what I meant. But I'm glad to hear your feelings on it. When I left Cuba, anything could have befallen me. I was bright, free, talented.
Vabbè ragazzi, la storia di quanto sia una donna forte e indipendente. Benissimo, ascoltiamocela.
I expected so much more from the world. I was arrogant. Arrogant to believe I needed no one. To shut out my mother and experience curandera. And listen.
Una curandera?
Sister.
Your childhood friend. What happened?
I had little and wanted more. A dangerous thing when you have our type of talent. Anything could have befallen me, but it didn't.
But something did happen. Something happened to Deborah, and then something happened to you, and now we're both paying that price.
You still have your life.
What's it worth if it's plagued by the murder of all those I killed?
Abbiamo preso una decisione.
We made a choice, Rory. You made it willingly.
Aye, I did. Look, all this, it's a lot to endure. We're both exhausted. I know I am.
I cannot tire.
I know.
E non può stancarsi, si sa ragazzi, è un fantasma.
I know how hard it's been for you.
You have no idea. None at all.
I'll do my best to understand, if you'll let me. We should have faith. Look at us. We'll get to where we're going.
Shut up, Red.
Shut up!
up. This isn't about what we have conquered or what we have achieved or how far.
Ma che problemi ha? Sto uccidendo per lei?
Look at us. Look at me. I loathe what I've become. Can't you see that?
I was trying to help. I'm sorry.
Stop apologizing.
Ma dovrebbe scusarsi. Vabbè.
Good night.
E dai, buonanotte. Non ho capito perché gliela mena su così tanto. Comunque ragazzi, cioè, alla fine sta uccidendo le persone per riportarla in vita. Più amore di questo, cosa dobbiamo dirgli anche? Boh, vabbè, lasciamo fare. Ci svegliamo. Antea?
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 I would have gone with you.
Sarei venuto con te.
Not funny. I have to walk to the stupid bloody island.
Trova Antea. Andiamo da Antea, raga. Di qua, di là, di qua. Andiamo di qua. No, qui c'è la pianta, dobbiamo andare di là. E lei? Ancora là in fondo, andiamo a vedere.
There you are.
Sì, ok.
Ready to go?
I just got here. Can we talk?
Cosa devi parlare, Red? Cosa devi
You are not
dirgli?
alone. Can we go now?
Certo, andiamo, dai. Esegui il rituale. Viaggio nel vuoto. Non funziona? Si è
How come it's not
rotto?
working?
Let's ask Seeker.
Chiediamo alla
This all has to
cercatrice.
end, and I'd rather it was sooner than later.
Ok,
I am doing my best, my love.
sempre molto
There's a
cortese.
spectral web here, but it's new.
Ma è
It's
nuovo.
stronger, but I think I can do it.
Ah, togli, vediamo.
Oh, easy there.
This will only take a moment.
Ah, ok.
See?
Sì. Ha detto proprio così, sì.
Throwing my weapons through your will is a little unsettling.
Ok, però è finita
Spell
l'illusione.
isn't working.
These stains block the way through, like a thick web.
Togli. Potenza, Antea, che potenza.
I know.
Sei proprio bravo, lo so. Ah, lo so. Di qua?
Oh there!
Hello. C'è nessuno? C'è una borsa intera che subito prendo. Qui anche, ispeziona. Questo libro si rivolge a tutte le donne con nessuna esperienza magica, contiene una conoscenza collettiva ancestrale, visto che non siamo una donna non lo
I
leggiamo.
know how to hide from men.
Wish I had one.
Mi fate leggere
How could she
qui.
find anything in this mess?
Qui sono 4 libri, Red, non è che... Ispeziona, cos'è una mappa? Disegni di cercatrice, figure varie piante in modo scientifico e dettagliato. È una botanica, quindi. Qua vediamo l'obiettivo, ispeziona. Grazie, cara ragazza. Sì, va bene. Ok, non sei sola, va
Why is there
bene.
a letter
Di
from
ca-
Deborah Comenius?
Perché c'è una lettera di Debra
And who's
Comenius?
Grace?
E chi è Grace?
No way back to New Eden Town, and no seeker either. Our only clue points to Kate Newsmith.
Ah, la
Maybe she
sorella
used this
di...
Grace, and
Forse
went to
conosce
find
questa
her.
Grace. Dobbiamo chiedere a Kate Newsmith, ragazzi, la sorella di pelle dura, se vi ricordate. Quindi dobbiamo fare un viaggio rapido e tornare... Si riesce a uscire, Red, grazie. E tornare nel primo villaggio, praticamente la prima missione, dopo l'uccisione di Antea.
Backed by the Banishers, Helen Priest dethroned Captain Pennington. Dark truths were unearthed. Some secrets remain buried. The survivors must now set aside old sins and build themselves lives worth living. But can Helen Priest lead them into the future, chained as she is to her past?
Speriamo in bene.
I get the feeling folk are preparing to leave.
Stia facendo i bagagli, ma io speravo che se ne fosse già andata, onestamente. Credevo che se ne fossero già andati tutti. Va bene, apriamo, vediamo di parlare con Kate, se è qui. Eccola, Kate.
Red McWraith.
Red McWraith, parla.
I didn't expect you back.
I'm working my way back to New Eden Town.
There, you're on your own.
Dovrai cavartela da solo. Mi serve il tuo aiuto. Sembra che l'insegnamento sia la tua sorella mi doveva dei soldi, no, non glielo dico questa. Che si dice da queste parti, va bene, mi serve il tuo aiuto.
I'm trying to track someone down, and I was hoping you could help me.
I doubt I'll be much use, but I'll help you if I can.
Farò quello che
So-
posso.
I found your name in an old letter. It was addressed to someone by the name of Grace. It was written by Deborah Comenius.
Deborah.
You're tenacious. I'll give you that. But must you push so?
Deborah wrote of a cabin in the woods. Could this Grace
Un
person have
capanno
found
nel
it?
bosco, ragazzi.
I don't know. It was all a very long time ago. I had forgotten her.
Did Grace ask you for help?
No. Grace Pennington vanished.
Ah, è la figlia di Pennington.
Grace
O la moglie.
as in Captain Saul Pennington.
Pennington aveva una figlia?
Pennington had a daughter, and you knew her.
I knew her, but not well. Deborah had her in the school and spoke of her
E
from
ogni
time to
tanto mi
time.
parlava.
Shy as a porcupine and twice as prickly, as I recall.
Deborah wrote the letter in February 1688. When did Grace disappear?
Months later, Pennington accused Deborah of being a witch. In my recollection, that moment overshadows all others.
Credi che Grace potesse sopravvivere da sola?
Could Grace have survived alone out here in the woods?
In del bosco?
Possibly. But could she remain unseen? No. All thought she'd left New Eden. Gone west, perhaps into the wilds.
Forse
Does the
a
name
ovest.
Seeker mean anything to you?
It sounds less a name than a calling, but neither mean anything to me. We done?
One more question. Did the school teacher keep a cabin in the woods?
Deborah spent much time walking the woods.
Ah,
Trying to
dite
understand
che
me,
la
she said.
cercatrice
Now that you
è la figlia
mention
di
it, I
Pennington?
remember a snowstorm. She spent 3 days in a hut not far from here. Southeast.
A
Across the
sud-est.
drawbridge, along the path towards the mine. If it's still there.
Ok, sembra che l'insediamento se la passi
The
bene.
settlement seems to be doing well with you in charge.
We've made some gains, but we're far from ready to leave.
Did you tell them what Thick-Skin did?
I told them she died hunting the beast. Some are yet in their sullens, but they're better with sleep now the nightmares have stopped.
Ok, l'ignoranza e la maledizione è ritirata.
The beast is dead. The curse recedes.
Game returns slowly to the woods. Whatever you did, it worked.
Ok,
Still, some troubles yet vex. The bodies of the lost are buried, many without names, but we found tracks. They lead away into the woods. Some may have escaped. I need to know for sure.
If they're alive, you mean?
Yes, and if they're dead, that they won't be coming back. We need no more beasts.
A new scourge is always possible, but very unlikely without the nightmare's influence.
Probably
ok,
best to
meglio
confirm,
esserne
eh?
certi. No, sì, ma io non me ne interesso, ragazzi, perché io voglio finire il gioco, voglio andare avanti con la storia
I left a red
principale.
flag as a marker. From there, I ventured no further.
Sì, sì, addio, ma tanto non lo farò mai. Addio per ora, Kate. Ok, trova il capanno nel bosco. Chiedi a Ellen di Grace Pennington. Ok, vediamo di trovare questo fantomatico capanno, ragazzi. Spero che di qua sia giusto. Ok, ci sono dei nemici. Urco cane, ma è fortissimo quel fucile qua nuovo, ragazzi. Oddio, gli spacca su, Aspetta che sistemo lui con Antea che ci metto un sec, ragazzi, a posto. Ok, gli do un'altra sparatina. Adesso mi occupo di quello là. L'ho mancato malamente. Ok. C'è ancora un lupo. Che un lupo non è.
Look to me.
A posto. Dicevamo 70 metri.
Symbols. The
Symbols.
hut may be near.
Il capanno deve essere vicino, molto bene, 50 metri.
I sense magic. Could Seeker be here?
La cercatrice sia qui.
Oh, this stuff is thick.
I can see just fine.
Io ci vedo benissimo. Ah, ok, vediamo di... Eccoci qua. Togli. Ok, che almeno ci vediamo. Ah, ecco che sono arrivati quelli simpatici. No, per favore, qua col fucile che preferisco.
Careful. They mean business now.
Bloody mongrel!
Prima uno e poi l'altro. Molto bene. Speriamo qui le essenze spettrali. Qua si può uscire, vediamo. Sto capannino. No, non c'è dentro nulla. Sì, tu vai avanti così, bro, che non è un problema. Vai, Antea, che lo sfondi. Perfetto. Andiamo di qui. Spero che sia
This
giusto.
can't be a coincidence. Could Grace be
Lo
Seeker?
sapevo che Grace era la cercatrice. Va bene, seguiamo la...
Seeker hasn't been here for a long time.
No, però di qua non si può andare. Di qui sì. Vediamo. Apri.
Anyone home?
C'è nessuno? Ispeziona. Mappa rozzamente abbozzata nel vecchio campamento dei cacciatori nella foresta oscura. Via cerchiato ciò che appare come un capanno all'interno della macchia. Ok.
Deborah knew about this place.
Già
Focus on the
conosceva
matter at
questo
hand, Ray.
posto.
I am.
Ok, un attimo, vediamo il letto.
Vai,
Cosa c'è?
Mojo.
Davvero un attimo guarderò per una
Their
fanciulla.
rags.
And they won't help us find her. Aye.
Ok, qua cosa c'è? Scarabocchia, grandezza unicamente nella magia. Sì, va bene.
More demonology. Unusual for a witch. These two schools of magic don't usually see eye to eye. Perhaps Lammy could help us with the spell.
Forse Lemmy ci può aiutare. Ispeziona. Spero che questa mi letta sotto la capanna. Sì.
Quite the fall from grace.
That's not funny, and neither is this.
Aye. Fair enough.
Cosa c'è qui? Ispeziona.
Seeker drew this. Now we know she's in the mountains.
Che
There's
si
a
trova tra
ritual
le
of
montagne.
dissimulation, and we need the catalyst.
Quindi acqua intera, c'è ancora qualcosa. Vediamo, ispeziona.
The circle powers the door, but I don't know the symbol. I don't know it, but I think Lammy might.
Lemmy
We did
potrebbe
well to come
saperlo.
here. Now we know where she's hiding. Soon we'll be able to use the pond. All we need is the key to the dissimulation spell, and Lammy Haskell will help us with that.
Aye, sure. Things look better here. Helen is working out.
Spectral traces. Something's up with Helen.
Parliamo con Ellen, signori.
Banishes. Excuse the clatter.
I've seen worse. Good day to you, Helen.
I did not count on seeing you two again. I take it you've
For a
returned for a
reason.
reason.
Grace.
What can you tell me about a young woman by the name of Grace?
It seems you already know some of the story. It was a long time ago, but I'll do my best to fill in the gaps.
Cosa le è successo?
What happened to her?
As I heard it told, one day Grace just wasn't there anymore.
Ok, com'era la loro relazione?
How was their relationship?
I believe it
Burrascosa.
was stormy, as you'd expect between a commander and his disobedient daughter. I do think he loved her, but as far as anyone ever saw, he never shed a single tear for her.
Ok, ha cercato di trovarla.
Later, after he exiled her, did the captain try to find his daughter?
Non che io
Not to my
sappia.
knowledge. He did not set off in search of her, nor did he send men. At the time, I thought it strange. Still do. I'll never understand how a man could reject his only daughter. And that, my inquisitive banisher
È tutto ciò che so al
is all I know
riguardo.
about the matter.
Come stai? Addio. Buone cose,
Go
Ellen.
gentle, Helen.
Failing that, go hard.
Benissimo, ora dobbiamo chiedere a Lemmy qualcosa al riguardo degli indovinelli di Trasmegisto.
Grace was right in front of us all along. I barely recognize her.
Let's find her. Lammy should be able to help us with the ritual.
Ottimo, andiamo da Lemmy, signori. Grazie di essere rimasti con me fino ad ora, lasciate un bel mi piace, iscrivetevi e alla prossima. Ciao ciao!